All right. This is episode 463, and we are welcoming back Joe Botelho this week. So if you're not a fan, I'm sorry. If you are a fan, then this is a real treat for you. Another Joe and Pete show. And we couldn't have done any of this without our sponsors. So we got to thank CleanFlow. If you want to go out there and check out some of CleanFlow's great products, go to cleanflow.com. That's KLEENFLO.com. CleanFlow, get your flow on, baby. And you can also support our show by going to Patreon, becoming part of the Dutch Hall Royal family like our queen, Jen Husko. And you just go to patreon.com/Dutch Hall and you can support our show in many ways. Just check out how you can do it. And if you'd like to come see Pete Van Dyke on the road, you can check out all my dates at PeteVanDykeComedian.com. I will be at Stitches and Britches in Brantford, Ontario on October the 24th. I'm at Toronto at the Comedy Bar on Tuesday, October 29th. I am in Hamilton at Levity Comedy Club Thursday, November the 14th. I'm in Listowel Legion on the 15th, and I am in the Mount Bridges Legion on November 16th. And I'll be back in Hamilton at Tracy's Place November 24th. Again, go to PeteVanDykeComedian.com to check out all my dates. And you can even get merch there for Dutch Hall merch and all that stuff too. So, and if you want to tell us what you think of the show, you can always give us a little feedback at thedutchhall@gmail.com, or you go on the socials there on Instagram, we're Dutch Hall. Facebook, we're still doing that shit and we're the Dutch Hall. Go check us out. And that's it. This show, we get into some real cool stuff. Me and Joe, we try to Joe tries to really brand a new show completely. He wants to know what you think about this dynamic. Joe thinks we've got real chemistry. So, and I think we kind of do. We do get into some serious details. We talk about funerals. We salute our dead friends. We talk about hot Hollywood chicks and who's the whoriest girl out there right now. Lots of stuff, just a great Dutch Hall program, just a fly on the wall in a in a pool shed, I should say. Anyways, this is episode 463, the Dyke Ho Show. Enjoy.
With your fat clam.
There we go.
Soak me up. Hit me with your fat bush. Let me lick your fucking tush.
I like it.
I love lesbians.
Okay. So
not as people, but as jerk off material. I know real ones. They scare me. I don't know what. I went to a different place there. I went 9 Inch Nails at that one.
I did. I said just a real thing on stage last night, and it got a laugh. Now it might have to be a bit.
I was gonna go to that show. I said no because he's like, I was offered a spot on that show, and they go, "Oh, your good friend Pete Van Dyke's gonna be there." And I looked at the message. I go, "Pete's not my good best friend. He's my fucking brother."
You know what?
Dare say that.
It was a really nice show. It was
the weed show, right?
Yeah, but it was supposed to be outside, but it rained, so then we had to go inside.
In the front part, right?
Yeah. Well, they made Jay and his wife lit candles and stuff, and it looked like it had a real feel of a coffee shop from Amsterdam.
I really like the owner of that place. I really appreciate that owner, and I do like that. I do like the people involved.
There was literally standing room only, because it's a really small room.
Yeah.
And then, so moving it inside like that, it made it really intimate.
Oh.
And it was like Chris pick to open.
Ooh.
So he completely
alienated.
He completely shocked.
Almost ruined walked 4 people probably.
No, didn't walk.
He never walked anyone.
Didn't walk anyone. And he started out like everyone because
let me guess. Can I guess how he started out real quick? So I killed 6 men in the army and buried my wife's body. No, all right,
it was close.
Okay,
I think he was talking about a fucking a fleshlight that he put on a Sawzall.
What?
And
how's that work?
And then Doug Nagy went up afterwards and said a story about how you think
solid guy Doug Nagy.
You think Chris is joking about this stuff, and then he'll talk about fucking his girlfriend with a Sawzall, and you think he's joking, and then he shows you the video of it.
Oh my god!
And then
wait, I thought you said fleshlight. Fleshlight.
No, he did it to himself in the joke he was telling with a fleshlight, but in real life, according to Doug Nagy's story, he actually did fuck his girlfriend with a Sawzall dildo. Like a
I've seen those videos. The guys are wearing black gloves, black shirts, black hats. It's a white guy and a black guy. I've seen those videos. I'm not a big fan of them. I do like seeing a woman in pain, but like sometimes it's too much. I like a woman more with emotional pain. If I'm gonna rate how I like to see a woman in pain, emotional pain's my favorite. Physical pain's like second.
So like are you talking in porn terms?
In porn terms, yeah. I was actually talking about real life. Like when I'm in front of a woman, if she's not emotionally in pain, I'm not interested in talking to her.
Where you go there? You like that video there, Joe?
I like it. It's time traveling.
Yeah, just
stop Hitler before he becomes a problem. Oh, too late.
Oh man, he is a problem.
You have 5 seconds to go back in time. 5 seconds anywhere in time, and you have 2 times you can do this, but it's only for 5 seconds. So you have 2 choices. Time travel is legal or is real. You're allowed to go back in time, but only twice in your whole life, and you're only allowed to do it for 5 seconds. What do you do? It's a great question.
5 seconds. So I have to do whatever I'm going to do in this time
in 5 seconds.
In 5 seconds.
And remember, you only get to time travel twice.
And I can travel to anywhere, anytime.
Anytime before you're alive. Or I mean, like from that moment that you're time traveling to like behind you. Anytime behind you. That's probably better saying that. Anytime behind you.
Anytime in the past.
Yeah.
Okay, that I can go. Okay, I'm going to go with...
And let me count 5 seconds. Let me do 5 seconds on the clock while you're thinking, because like sometimes we forget how long time is. So let's start the stopwatch. Okay. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's
okay.
That's not. Let's
I know where I'm going
for you. Hold on. Okay. So let's reenact. We're going to reenact what you're going to say and tell me when to start when you've time traveled. Okay.
Okay. I am just getting into the time machine, pressing all the buttons. Beep, boop, bop. Go. All right. I am in 1992. In the Dallas Cowboys.
You already got back.
See, but I don't have to say it.
Oh, okay. Wait, let's do. Okay, maybe. Okay. Set it up, and then we'll say go. Okay. So where are you going?
I'm going 1992.
Okay.
Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders shower after the football game.
Okay. So tell me when to engage.
And go. I'm gonna eat your pussies.
Wow, and then you get shot back because that's the first time. That's for real. You would waste 5 seconds.
What are you talking about? That's so fun. They did, and then I'm gone. They're like, "What the fuck was that? Did you see that guy? Did you see that guy?"
Do mine. Okay. I'm gonna set this up.
Okay. Set it up.
Okay. This is 1978, the night of my conception. Okay. And engage.
Go.
She's a whore.
Stop.
I just show like my dad's about to blow in my mom, and I go, she's a whore.
And then he's really gonna nut hard, and that's how you're born.
Oh no, he was probably not gonna nut hard, and I ruined it by saying she's a whore.
Yeah, that whole idea.
My mom, for the record, not a whore. Okay. Do you have the second?
Second time I'm Oh, yeah, I would go back to that same shower. I just go back to,
Tell me. Okay.
It's like 30 seconds later that I was there the last time. So they're still trying to figure out what happened,
They're screaming.
right? Yeah.
They call, okay. So tell me when to engage. Tell me what you're going to do. Okay.
1, 2, 3, go. I'm coming right for your asses this time, girls.
All right. Wow. Yeah. And then you never go back because you only had 2 times.
I only had 2 times. I spread those out too. I would do like one and then I'd wait at least 10, 15 years before I did the other one.
Oh, shit.
Like just so I could get, and then they'd be like, that second guy looked like the first guy, but he looked a bit older.
A little older. Okay. What's my second? What would my second? My first one would be like to mess with my parents for sure. The second time I'd go back in time and I'd be like, the night my wife loses her virginity, which wasn't to me. So, and this is what I do. Okay. We're about to and go, get out of there, buddy. It's my turn. I don't care if you're her uncle. 5 seconds is no time to do anything.
No, you can't do much.
The only thing you could do is like literally step in front of a bullet if you want to save someone. That's really the only thing 5 seconds would give you. Like, I want to stop JFK. I want to stop Lincoln. I want to stop who else? Whatever other person got famous. Like
that got shot. Lennon, John Lennon.
I don't give a fuck about that hippie fuck. You know when he died? I'll tell you the moment he died. The moment he was said hello to Yoko. That's the moment he died.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Controversial takes on the show.
You're not a fan of Yoko, eh? You know who I got a bone to pick with?
Who?
That Linda McCartney bitch.
Oh, the one-legged one?
No, not her. Paul's dead wife.
Oh, why?
That's beloved. I think she broke up the Beatles because Paul wanted to switch management and he wanted to use the Eastmans. And she's from the Eastman Kodak family, you know. It was like her thing, and so that was.
So is this
and everyone blames Yoko exclusively, but it was really Yoko and Linda. But Linda got away with it somehow.
So bitches be breaking up.
Is that one empty?
No.
Oh, that's
one. Yeah. Bitches be. What you're saying is bitches be breaking up these bands.
Yeah, man. Let me think.
5 seconds. That's okay. 5 seconds is. I think that's a good, fun scenario to play. You can only go back in time.
Yeah.
For 5 seconds. See how I came up with that on the fly, just so you guys know I'm a genius. But
yeah. You know, one time we did a thing where we had to like kick a guy out of the Nocturnal Emissions on our show
during live while you filmed.
Yeah. Well, we had everyone vote secretly, and then we filmed, Survivor. And then we it was kind of a joke, but it wasn't. They really kicked that guy out.
Oh wow!
And he's dead now. To me.
Oh, I thought it was actually
not really, but he is dead to me.
The fun thing about killing someone who's not dead, there's always a chance that you can kill him again. They're like, he's dead to me, and then when he actually dies, you go to the funeral, you're like, that's twice.
Yeah.
That's twice. I have a funeral I have to go to. It's this is like a month after a friend of mine died. So it's going to be a little, it's going to be different than it was like a week. Like a week. I feel like a month is a long time. Yeah.
I know. When my buddy Braden died, and he was on our show, part of our show. And, when he passed away, he had his regular funeral, like pretty close to when he passed, like normal. But then they had the celebration for life, like a couple months later.
Wow.
And I did stand up at that.
That's weird.
Well,
I mean, that'd be weird.
He was in a bunch of watch those chords, eh? Just
Sorry.
With your footsies. So, anyways, Braden was in a lot of bands, so the bands all played, and then there was supposed to be stand up and then karaoke. But the dipshit running the sound, he just goes up and says, "Thank you for watching the bands. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have karaoke." And then he goes up and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, Pete Van Dyke." Introduces me and doesn't say anything about stand-up comedy at all. So I started doing stand-up, And my first joke is like horrible because I know my friend's sense of humor.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of like doing something that would honor it.
Yeah.
And it's dark, you know? I say like, this is way better than the last Braden Nkume funeral I went to, you know? That thing was sad, you know?
Yeah.
This music's better. And best thing is there's no...
dead body.
Yeah, no, there's no like corpse of my beloved friend at the end of it all. And then that was actually kind of the punchline, you know.
And then no one got it.
Oh, they didn't just not get it. They were mad at me for being like rude.
Yeah.
When I'm just supposed to be singing a karaoke song, right?
Oh, God.
And then like, so no one gets it. I try explaining it to him before I started stand up. Like Braden was a fan of stand up. He asked,
how many minutes did you like?
I did like 15 minutes.
Whew,
and
still after all that.
People were booing me so loud. And then the one time I said to them when they were booing me, I go, you're just mad because my Uncle Marius has beat up half your dads in this room. Something like that, which is kind of true. And then anyways, I got off and Shazman went up.
Oh, Jesus.
And he ended his set with, you're all a bunch of fucking cunts.
Oh, my God.
Because they hated him too, right?
Yeah.
We were set up to fail, right? But that was honestly the most hellish gig I've ever done. But it made me realize that I'm a fucking stand-up comedian because I did it.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I mean, never to do it. I would say no to it.
It's balls. It took so much balls to go up there and know how bad you're going to eat shit. And not to mention, like, they're drunk and they think they all have visions of how you have to honor a dead person.
Well, we all have our own vision.
Yeah. So like people wanted to like smash a bottle on my head. Like they were really angry, you know?
But just FYI, I die. I don't want comedy at my funeral at all. Please don't.
This is a celebration of life.
Yeah.
What I like about it is that I know who showed up at that celebration of life, and my buddy, I think, would be pissed off about half the people that showed up because they were just there for a high school reunion. And
that's I think we talked about this last time I was here. That's the funnest part of funerals.
Yeah, I know, but if they're not your friends, if they're saying like, I kind of knew,
dead.
I know but I'm saying. If I went there and did what if he was watching and he saw me doing that and those people were mad, I think he would think that is hilarious. I think he would think that's really funny because he wouldn't care.
I think it's
if I was making his mom or his brother mad, then I think that would be awful.
They weren't there?
No, they were there.
But they were like,
but they got him. They understood their son, right? Like and I went afterwards and made sure they were okay.
Yeah,
and all that stuff like that. They like, understood what I was
that chopper
doing.
bit we're not really into, but I mean, the rest of your act was pretty good.
Yeah,
you start apologizing for your act. They're like, oh, we don't.
Well, I was like, I said, I hope you don't mind that I did what I did, and they're like, no, Braden,
you were supposed to do that though.
Yeah, that's what we wanted you for. They asked me to do it, like, and because they knew their kid, they knew their family member.
Was it just a regular funeral, like the one that they had, like just a regular, like everyone's there and they're the first somber?
The first one was.
Yeah, it
was like more for like the parents and grandparents and stuff.
I feel like the celebration of life thing now is
that's Braden right there.
Yeah. Peace, Braden.
Braden Nkume.
Yeah, I feel like now the funeral is a celebration of life. The last couple I've been to have felt more like that than that somber sort of like sad thing. A lot of have just been that celebration of life.
I know for Van Dykes, when we lose somebody, we can't help but make jokes.
Yeah,
like it's just
but you don't want. I'm fine with that. I just don't want a show to be on for that. Like if I'm dead, don't put a show on for me.
Oh,
like be there and go like you and AJ are like, what a fat fuck. It took 7 of us to carry that down. You know what I mean? Like that is what I want. Like you're drinking and you guys are celebrating my life, but like not like, and you're okay, all right, guys, get together. Your next comic. It's like, no, that's fucking.
I'll tell you something, Joe, and I'm getting to toot my own horn. It's part of what my therapist helps me with. I'm like, every once in a while you have to recognize that you are good at some shit, so give yourself some credit for it, right? And I'll tell you what I'm good at, Joe, and that's writing a eulogy.
Jew.
I call you Jew now.
Yeah, but eulogy isn't stand-up, though.
No, it's a great eulogy, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, again, that is very acceptable. But when you have a host and a headliner and middles for a funeral celebration, that's weird. I'm like, just celebrate it like you would, like you're celebrating their life.
This was a celebration because he was an artist.
Yeah,
of all the art
that
and he was part of the Dutch Hall, and so like the Nocturnal Emissions played Eduardo and all that stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
And his like all the bands he played in did stuff, and then so I said, well, you and Shazma, because you were good friends of his, do your art too.
You guys should have went first.
Oh, 100%.
100% you guys should have went first.
We should have been hosting.
Yeah, or hosting, like you split up. Or
and we can do some material and host.
Eulogies I miss, because that's the other thing about funerals I've been to. Again, I don't know if they're all like this, but there's no eulogies. I like a eulogy. I like people going up and saying nice things about the person that passed away. The last one I went to, the guy was like a great guy. My wife's cousin, I liked the guy. It upset me. He was like our age, and it's like, this sucks. But it wasn't that old timey kind of like, this is what he meant to me.
Yeah.
Actually, let's cheers him. Wayne. He just
Wayne?
passed away. Wayne.
To Wayne.
Wayne Musso.
I'll tell you something, Joe. It's
I miss that. I miss that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like at my mom's, they said I want to do a eulogy, and they go, well, it's not part of the Catholic Mass, and they got some new priest from Africa,
of course,
and he's because you can't get him from here.
Yeah, they fuck kids.
Yeah.
Well, no one wants to be a priest anymore, but
and so like they have to get them in a country where they don't get the news.
They're not aware of the comings and goings of the Catholic Church.
Yeah. Anyway, so this guy made an exception, said I could do it at the end or something, or maybe at the beginning before the mass started. But I said, fucking, when we got everyone in the church, that's why I want to do the eulogy. That was, to me, like everybody, if we left it to the priest, this dude just said, there's a woman in this box. Yeah. There's a woman. That's what he kept saying. My dad's still mad about it. And
because he was black. This black man talking about my dead wife.
No, that's not true. Because one of our favorite priests was, he was Indian, I think. But he was black as the ace of spades. Like he was real dark.
The dark kind of Indian,
Father Paul. And when we were growing up, and my dad loved that guy, but this new guy just didn't like the way he referred to his wife as a woman in a box, And I kind of actually try to honor life,
Well, you're her son.
Yeah. And there's a couple times where shit happened, and my stand-up experience came in handy. Like one time, I hear this phone ringing at the back of the church
during your mom's,
during my eulogy.
Yeah.
So it's right near the beginning of my eulogy, and this phone starts ringing. The ringer is "Come and Get Your Love" by Redbone.
Oh, that's a good one.
You know that song?
Come and get your love.
Never occurred to me at the time. But turns out that's my father-in-law's ringtone.
Oh.
Full blast. Oh. And Come and Get Your Love starts playing in the middle of me trying an emotional speech about my mom. And then stand-up just kicks in, right?
Yeah.
Where the whole crowd you can see is angry for me at whoever would let this happen. And the tension, you could just feel it in the room. Yeah. And so right away I was like, I like that song, I acknowledged it, let the guy off the hook, Yeah. Turns out it was my father-in-law. I didn't even know it was, he probably didn't even.
It's okay. It's one of my mom's favorite songs or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I just let the audience relax.
I would have went that's weird. That's a song I was conceived to. And then that would have fucking, it would have erupted. It would have crushed if you said that.
Yeah.
That's a song.
Next time my mom dies, I'm using that.
Next time. Yeah. Will you give those 5 seconds you have? If you had those 5 seconds to go back to that eulogy and you go, that's a song my mom conceived me to.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I'll use the 5 seconds. I got to tighten it up though, so I can get it all in 5.
Yeah. But you felt a release doing a eulogy at your mom's, right? It was probably better. I think the eulogy is nice.
One time I was talking about our spouses and how they even share qualities that our mom had because we looked for those in a partner because she was a good partner.
Jane's got my wife's my mom's tits.
Anyways, and so then I was starting to cry for some reason. The emotion caught up to me, but then I knew I was saying something nice about my brother-in-law Jeff. So I just made it seem like every time I try saying something nice about Jeff, I start crying.
Oh, that's good.
And then the whole crowd erupts because a tension breaker, eh?
Yeah,
tension breaker.
That's where humor belongs.
And your jokes don't have to be that good.
No.
They just have to be little jokes.
No, that's why
the tension's so strong, eh?
Well, that's why work clowns and school class clowns, like all the we've always clowned through our whole lives. Yeah. We did so well because it is tension. It's like, well, everyone close your books and put your heads down. And then one of you farts, and it's hilarious.
I was just gonna say,
because it's like, that's where tension belongs.
But there has to be a certain amount of silence.
Yes. And there is silence while you're doing your eulogy.
Yeah. But for the classroom fart too, the head's down on the table. If you just fart right away, it's not as big a laugh. But if you let that go for like a nice 30-second silence and then cut a nice fart, that the whole room's gonna erupt.
I ran into a kid that that went to school with my daughter, and then she was telling us stories about my daughter when she was like in elementary school, and she goes, the funniest thing is whenever Riley farted in class, and then she would giggle after, and I was just like, that's hilarious. My daughter has no idea what she's doing, but she knew that it was funny. That she farted. And then, because again, those chairs, that's the other thing from those farts. It doesn't matter, like when we were young to today, the chairs are still the same.
Oh, yeah.
Echo. They fucking echo.
Yeah, it's something about the way they have those little like indents that it reverberates.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good fart. But yeah, eulogies, for sure.
I did a eulogy at my buddy Mark's prayers or whatever. And we'll do a cheers. Good morning, Mark. And that one was funny. Well, it was sad too.
Well, I mean, they're all gonna be fucking sad, man.
But I told my favorite stories about my friend and tried to make it light as I could, and but you still have to put try to encapsulate what you loved about the person and stuff, so that the people.
So do you think that's a perfect eulogy then? Like a little bit of humor and then.
Well, humor is just a necessity to break tension, but it's not the. It's like Steve Martin wanted to write a funny book, and I think it was like. Who's the name of the meathead from Rob Reiner, right?
Oh,
so
Rob Reiner.
It was Carl Reiner said to Steve Martin something, said, just write a book. You're funny. Yeah. The book will be funny. Yeah. And it's like that with a eulogy. If you're a funny person, you're writing a heartfelt stuff, but your humor will leak out of you. Yeah. But it shouldn't be your point to make people laugh, like if you're emceeing a wedding, it's different, right?
100%. That's what I mean. That's why I'm like, for the stand-up show, which I get, I'm not judging that guy, whatever. But for me personally, my thing is like, I think eulogies are the best way to go because you're being heartfelt because you are saying goodbye.
Yeah.
But and of course you could be funny because you should, because it's gonna be weird. You're just all crying about like a story, but
it would have worked better. But they still would have said, just sing a karaoke song, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if they let people speak, I would like to speak. Like, I think if at my funeral, if a bunch of comedians went up and spoke about me, and they weren't doing their act, don't do your act.
Yeah, just be funny.
If you do your act at trying to honor me, I would come back and haunt you.
Because you hate everyone's act.
So I heard it enough when I was alive. Like, at least give me a break.
I want to hear it. Yeah. Again, if I'm looking down, I don't think you should. The thing is too, like when you pass away, it's not up to you how we celebrate you. Right. So we have to.
Yeah. It's whatever it soothes you.
But if I'm there, I would like to hear what you actually think about me when I'm dead, and I'm not there to stop you, and you can actually like let me know. Not that I'm going to know how certain friends feel, but I'm like, I think that you need that to say goodbye to me. You
What?
need to be honest. Like, we need to be honest with ourselves when we say goodbye to that person that we lost. So, so saying it out loud is actually better.
Yeah,
I think it's like you're like, I remember this story, blah blah blah. We, whatever, fucking got drunk and puked in each other's mouths, and then
I also think that guys like us, because we don't have a problem with speaking, like it comes natural to us.
Yeah,
like I think that's why we like my family was all hurting, and I can't do very much. So I was like, I know what I can do. I can speak on behalf of the family.
Like you said, you're good at this. You're good at stand up. You're good at speaking. You're good at it.
Yeah,
so
it's one of my things that like everyone else would be worried sick about it. And I'm like, I don't want anyone else to talk about my mom.
Yeah.
Like
I guess
like they can all talk about my mom, but I don't want to not have a chance to be able to do the thing that I do to honor my mom. That's what I was trying to say.
Which is better than, let's say your brother goes up there and is like, I'm really good at carpentry, and he just starts sanding something, and this is for you, mom, and he's sanding something. No. Like, I'm really good at fixing cars. You bring a car into the church and you're like, this is for you, mom.
Yeah, but they did help out with that shit though. If there was stuff that's what he does. Like he fixed my dad's shed, like, and what, everyone works to their strengths, right?
Yeah. So we're still doing, this is a Dutch Hall show.
Well, we have to come up with the branding of this particular brand of the Dutch Hall.
Yeah, I like this. I mean, I love you, and I like this. This is very fun, and this is very natural. It might be a special event, like Rogan does those special. Yeah,
like they have the Protect the Parks, and they have the Sober October.
So this is called.
This is the Joe and Pete.
Well, you could say Pete first.
Pete and Joe.
The P Joe.
P Joe?
The Petey.
Oh no, what do you call it?
The bro.
If we go Van
Bot.
Vantello?
Van Bot? How about Van Bot Show?
Van
Botelho?
Bot.
B-O-T Van Bot.
Dyke. How about
or Dyke Ho?
Dyke Ho.
Dyke Ho Show. This is the Dyke Ho Show.
The Dyke Ho Show.
We named it. Fuck, the Dyke Ho Show.
This is if people were listening to that, it was just like watching the Beatles, that Beatles documentary where you saw Let It Be just like come out of thin air. You just fucking got the Dyke Ho Show, man.
Dyke Ho Show. Welcome to the Dyke Ho Show.
Yeah, at least the Dyke Ho Show. A subsidiary brand of the Dutch Hall.
Yeah, you do every once in a while. I show up. It's a Dyke Ho Show.
Yeah, and we don't have to do the regular opening. What about the theme song?
Whatever you want. We could come up with our own theme song.
We could, but what about today? Because I can't just make one on the spot.
Oh, we can pick a song.
I can.
Yeah.
Let me just go here. I got one for you. Let me just go into.
It'd have to be rock and roll or something.
Oh no, I got something good for you here. Let's see, Portugal.
Portugal. Here, I got a song that I would love to be my theme song, but
there it
probably won't. Oh wait, no, that's not. No, that's not our theme song. No.
You don't like it?
No, this is our theme song.
You like that Goosey?
I love that old fashioned shit. I love it. I love it. I love that Goomba shit. The bigger the figure, the blah. Diet. I go on strike. The bigger the figure.
Is this the same guy that does?
This is Louis Prima. He is, dude. This
Prima.
guy.
You know who he is?
Yeah, he's a famous singer.
Yeah, but you know who he is? He's the orangutan.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay Disney.
Yeah. I want to be like you.
Yeah, he's the orangutan.
Dude, this is another theme song of mine. Would be great. Just a gigolo. Dude, this guy. I fucking love Louis Prima.
Prima sing I don't want her, you can have her, she's too fat for me.
Oh, what's that name of that song? What's the title?
She's too fat for me.
She's too
fat for me. That's not good. Welcome to the Dyke Ho Show.
We can think of a theme song after She's Too Fat for Me. No, wait. She's Too Fat for Me. Jimmy Stir. Is this a song? I've never heard this song.
You never heard it?
Oh, it's Polka. No, because Louis Prima loves big women.
Yeah, this guy. Oh, yeah, this guy doesn't like him.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta listen. Fast forward to some lyrics.
Okay.
She's. Let me sing it.
Hold on. Is it all polka?
There. Have her. She's too fat for me.
No, I don't support this message.
She's too fat.
I know.
She's too fat for
She's
me.
as big as a house. I want to fuck her good. Smell her pussy, eat her ass. I love Louis Prima, man. I love him. Every song's a fucking banger.
Well, I gotta look into Louis Prima. That's a good.
He's so. It is. I like old shit. I like old fashioned music. I love all that shit. And I got into this Louis Prima fucking rabbit hole. And this guy is insane. Every song is like you've heard of it. You've heard his songs.
Yeah.
And then you're watching YouTube videos. Like this guy was a fucking performer, man.
That's the thing about my mom. She had like a Catholic memory of like that era of people.
Yeah.
Like when she's talking about the Jungle Book, she'd be like, well, you know, Bill Harris, who did the voice of the bear, he was in, and she named everything that he was in.
Your mom had autism.
You know, like, and she's like, that is well, me and her both. Like that was a thing. Like no one would want to play trivia with us because
you guys knew. Yeah. Are we recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
But they didn't call it that. You guys had good memories.
We're good at trivia.
But good at stuff you love, though.
Yeah, but
you didn't have good memories on whatever shit you don't care about.
If you ever, my family would always make fun of me when I was growing up because, like, if I would be watching TV, like I would go into another world and they couldn't get my attention no matter what. Like I was really into it. But I was studying like every aspect of it, you know, like I would just get so like I would escape completely
you
into it.
Something. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
And then I still like when I really like something, I'll get so deep into it. Like you can't really get me out of it.
Our 8 hours of work is literally like, remember this guy? And we just talk movies the whole time. And it's always trying to recall that kind of information. But yeah, Louis Prima. But anyways, welcome back to the Dyke Ho podcast. Dyke Ho Show, the Dyke Ho Show, sponsored by The Stag Shop.
Oh, we don't give them a fucking free plug, Joe.
No.
We sponsored by Clean Flow.
Sponsored by but they're sponsored.
Get that dildo in.
Get that dildo in.
They'll pay us for this too. Get that dildo in with some honey goo.
All right.
You got a tight puss and a great big giant thing you want to shove in there?
Clean Flow will take care of that.
Yeah, they'll lube up that thing and you just rocket it in that spicy hole of yours.
Clean Flow. I support Clean Flow because they support me.
The Dyke Ho Show.
Do you like it?
Clean Flow.
If you guys like the name of the show, the Dyke Ho Show, send an email or a message in to Pete and let him know what's going on, what's up. If you want to see the Dyke Ho Show on a more regular basis, let us know.
I'm a dyke.
And I'm a hoe.
Welcome to the Dyke Ho
Show. Do. I got chlamydia. Do. He drives a Subaru. Do.
I like the Indigo Girls.
I have chlamydia. No, wait, I already said that. That's the Dyke Ho Show.
I eat pussy.
Oh, pussy.
I eat pussy. Yeah, but I do actually, I have some lesbian qualities.
What's your lesbian qualities?
That I like to fuck chicks.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's right. That's my problem.
That's right. You know what? I did get a piece of I know it's not our thing, feedback.
Oh, you did?
Different show, different sound effect.
I do like hearing feedback.
Oh, wait.
No, pick a different one for our feedback. Oh. Dyke Ho feedback's got to be different.
Okay. Oh, this one.
What the fuck is this? Yes.
Okay.
Feedback.
Oh, wait. So anyways, Jen Husko, she was like, it's good to hear you again.
Yeah.
And she says, we put the show back on. Boom, she's right back on.
Nice. Thank you.
There's no one listening in Australia. Boom, Australia's back on board because Emil's back on board. You know, you see the old listeners coming back, listening again to the show, even though the long hiatus. And maybe they're there to hear you, Joe, but it's like kind of nice even to
I sent you some feedback.
Yeah, you did. That was from the old Schneid dog. Maximum Butters.
Butters, thank you for the feedback. I really do enjoy. I am like I'm a fucking piece of shit, son of a bitch. But I do like hearing nice things said about me. So and he enjoyed the podcast and he let me know. And thank you so much for letting me know that we.
You want to know what he probably liked about it is that it was honest, eh? It was honest.
I mean. This is why I have a good time with you, and we're at this point of our lives. I don't give a fuck what I say into a mic anymore. Yeah, I don't give a fuck anymore what I say into a mic.
Yeah, because it's kind of weird that
who cares?
Yeah, it's kind of weird that you're not supposed to share these things that other people struggle with, and then those people that struggle with it are they don't know that it's just a normal thing that everyone's going through.
The first half of this show, how we were funny and serious, but we were talking about real serious shit. Yeah. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to talk about this stuff and share these experiences and let everyone know it's human. You're talking about crying and we're talking about death. It's like, yeah, this is life, man. And I think we're both at the point where we're like, yeah, we're just going to keep living it, but now more on our terms than anything else. There's no reason, again, who gives a fuck about industry? I don't give a fuck. Just for Laughs is gone. Yeah. Well, they're back, but they're gone.
It's always dumb. And in Canada, there's no industry. Yeah, even when there was an industry, there wasn't one for us. It wasn't for us. The industry we had here was for other comedians from somewhere else.
No,
they didn't. We never had a star making industry in this country, and we don't have the logistics to service a market. We just don't have a big enough market.
So the way we podcast should be the way we do stand-up, the way we do anything in art in entertainment and art that we love doing, whatever the fuck we want to do. If I want to talk about this story, if I want to say these crazy words strung together, like I love fat women. I love my fat wife. You know what I mean? The bigger the figure. Wait, are we going to get kicked off of YouTube for...
Well, I'll have to probably just keep editing into 8 seconds.
No, but for the music part.
I'll just keep editing under 8 seconds, and then I'll just create a gap.
But say what you want. Say what you want.
Yeah, I know. I want to just say right now that I find the Eskimos to be shifty.
Ooh, you mean the team or the people?
Oh, the team's now called the Elk or something.
Oh, are they? That's the stupidest thing. There's a lot of cool things you can call a team that's based on Aboriginals.
Why not?
Elk is dumb. That's a dumb animal to call a team. The Edmonton.
They weren't it's one thing. The Cleveland Indians, that baseball team, that was kind of
the lingo or the logo is what's fucking bad. Because the Chicago Blackhawks, that's a great logo.
And it was meant to honor a tribe of warriors.
The Cleveland Indians logo, let's be honest, that's fucked.
That was fucked up.
The name isn't fucked, though. I don't think the name's fucked at all.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? In the States especially, that word is not a bad word. And
who cares?
It was actually that they had all these tribes of different with different names, and they didn't have a name that unified all the communities of different tribes of Aboriginal people. So the dumb white people were calling them Indians. So they used that, and then it became their term for the collective of all these tribes to get the same rights and whatever. And it's not really as offensive in some of those.
Again, the logo, 1,000%. As someone who loves funny shit, I agree that's offensive.
It's like if that was a black mascot
or Chinese one, the old-fashioned Chinese ones.
It's the same sort of it's just a really offensive.
In World War II and all the comic books, I'm a huge Captain America fan. Those comic books, the way Japanese were showed, that's racist as fuck. But that was the same thing with the Indian Cleveland Indians fucking logo, and I'm like, how is this still the logo?
Oh, that went on way too long. The Redskins were getting in trouble.
Again, what's wrong with that word? I don't know.
But at least their logo was respectful, you know? And the Cleveland Indians were just allowed to just have Satchmo, the
so
squaw or whatever.
It's not even like the feather, like it's one feather. It's just like the teeth. It's so insane. Call them Cleveland Indians. Do a tomahawk or whatever. That's not bad. A tomahawk or whatever the symbol is. Like, I don't think that's literally part of their culture.
The Braves.
Is it the Braves symbol?
The tomahawk.
No, nothing. What's wrong with that? Are they still called Indian Braves?
They are still called that, yeah.
Because that's not offensive at all.
Blackhawks are still the Blackhawks, right?
No, I've never heard anyone complain about the Chicago Blackhawks. I haven't heard them complain about the name or the fucking symbol.
Well, they use the right name and they're using a respectful symbol, you know, like I think.
Yeah, but Canada cares more about natives and Aboriginal.
We do.
We care way more. In the States,
recently
don't give a fuck.
They don't give a
fuck, though.
No, they don't care at all.
I was down there and I do a lot of Aboriginal material, or not a lot, but whatever. I talk about Aboriginal wife and kids, and they were like, they don't care. They're like, whatever. I should have just said they were Mexican or Latino or something.
Yeah.
Because then, like, they literally don't even like acknowledge those people.
Yeah, it's not a consideration at all.
No,
if you say like, bizarre. If you heard a person say Indian and you said, don't you mean like native?
Yeah.
And then they would be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know, they don't even think about it. It's just like it's not part of their culture. But we, as Canadians, it's one of the good parts about us is when we do something shitty, we feel bad about it.
Yeah, as we should.
Even when we beat the French, we beat them in a war, and then we didn't. They're still here.
Yeah, but it's better though. I love Montreal, and
I do too.
So imagine that was like if this was the States, Montreal would not be Montreal. It'd just be like another Ontario, which would be fucking shitty.
It's pretty.
I love Ontario, but it would be a shitty version. Like Montreal being fucking Montreal is awesome. Quebec City being Quebec City is awesome. Those are really the only two cities I've ever really been to, but they're awesome cities, and I'm glad they're the way they are. But if we were the States and when we take over a country, we would have got rid of everything about them.
Yeah, the closest they got in the States is maybe like
New Orleans or something.
Yeah, I would say like New Orleans. And you know what? I went to Savannah, Georgia one time, which is a lot like New Orleans. It's like that kind of like, you know, in the movie JFK. Okay. And you know, like Kevin Spacey's character, Mr. Garrison or whatever.
I don't know the name.
And then, but anyways, like, and he was like that Southern gentleman that's like sipping on a mint julep and stuff, and that's kind of the feel of that whole place too, right?
It's great. It's better than.
It's like it is that. That's kind of like the closest, and then anything else, like, but it doesn't have the European feel. Nowhere in the States has that European feel.
Montreal is so European. I love that.
Yeah, and Quebec City too. The old Quebec.
Yeah, I've been to Quebec City twice, and I loved it. But Montreal, I need to always go back to Montreal once a year. I
sometimes am confused that I don't like big cities, and then I realize I just don't like Toronto. Because I go to other big cities, and I'm like, this city's cool, and I don't feel the same way I do in Toronto. And it's like, but Toronto, I just feel like it's big and it's busy and it's just like bland. You know,
I don't like how Toronto is an hour away from Toronto. I was in Toronto yesterday and I was shooting something, and then I was like, oh, why is it taking so long for you to come here? It's like, because it's an hour away. I'm like, but it's in Toronto. He's like, everything in Toronto is an hour away from Toronto. But I'm like, it took me an hour to get here from Hamilton. How the fuck is everything in Toronto an hour away from itself? Like, it's so...
LA's worse. That's why in LA, I'm like, just take those bird scooters. Because everything else, if you rent a car and try to drive anywhere, it's like fucking...
Are you afraid of dying or something?
No, I'm not afraid of dying.
You're like, I want to. I want a eulogy, damn it.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm not going to not live life because I'm afraid of dying. Like, it's those goddamn Uber Eats guys. They're going to kill you.
Well, Toronto's like, it's gotten that bad where you can't...
But I would go to gigs in LA where I'd be like on one of those bird scooters going down Sunset Boulevard, and the sun's just setting. Yeah. And I'm on my bird scooter in my leather jacket, and I'm just like cruising down to this gig or whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, this is fucking the coolest thing ever. You're looking at the mountains and everything.
Oh,
and
it's beautiful.
So you're just going down these hills and you're whizzing down like traffic's usually like crazy or stopped, and you're whizzing down these roads with the delivery guys going in and out, and you just kind of get into the groove of the pace of it, you know, and then you get away from it, and there's
they say there's a language to traffic, and if you're in a city long enough, you know the language.
Yeah,
but it's like Toronto's
the quickest way to get around. I don't know Toronto's.
Yeah, Toronto's is like weird too. Once I'm in Toronto, I'm on my 2 feet walking around. I have a good time.
I agree with that. Yeah. I think that's where a lot of the problems go away when you get your car parked.
Once my car's parked, dude, we take the train to watch, Sherry and I take the train to go watch Blue Jays now. It's so much better. It's so much better.
Yes.
You don't worry about your car. Your car's parked in Oakville and you walk around, you go to Union State. It's so much better.
I oftentimes will look like if it's I'm like, okay, I got to go in the city. What's going on tonight? And then if it's like a Jays game or something, I'm like, fuck it, I'll take the train.
Yeah, or
because I'm just not gonna.
Billie Eilish was in Toronto.
Oh yeah, that'd be.
Did you jerk off to Billie Eilish ever?
I haven't, but I find her to be not attractive.
Ooh, tell that to my dick. Did you hear that, Dick? Yeah, I heard that. What a fool. She has
big lips, and I like the big lips.
It's everything about her. She's so milky smooth.
She's not my type.
Are you a Sydney Sweeney?
Oh, I don't want to like her, but I do.
Oh, why don't you want to like her?
She's not my type, but she's so goddamn sexy. I can't help it.
Everything about her is sexy.
Yeah, I know.
Everything about her is sexy.
I know.
There's literally everything. If you put her in front, I don't know what's wrong with her.
I know. I was like, I want to not like her, but like, she's those big, giant, juicy titties. They're like unbelievable. Like you're like, what the heck? And then her butt. And then
her butt is stupid. Her butt is, and the face. All the parts I like looking at, but face, boobs. I'm like, I put boobs
but
third.
She's got that
but face, boobs.
But she's got that young girl attitude where I'll be like, I fucking don't have any interest in girls like this.
Yeah.
And then you like watch one of her movies and you kind of like, she's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then you're like, I totally love this girl. She did it to me. Like she won me over.
Well, you know why? Because we grew up with Pamela Anderson. We're like, bad girls are cool and bad girls are this. Whores are amazing. Where like Sydney Sweeney doesn't give off like super whore vibes. I don't think any new hot girl gives off the hoary 90s vibes that they used to. Like a Carmen Electra or like just like they were famous for being whores.
Like even the Tara Reeds and the Lindsay.
Yeah, again, they're like whores.
Yeah, whores. Yeah.
Wait, not bashing them. I'm just saying like that was the vibe.
Like party girl.
Yeah,
like,
they got famous for porn. A lot of them, Paris and the other one, Kardashian. So it's like that hoary vibe.
Who's like the whoriest girl that's out there that's promoting her whoriness
right now?
Yeah,
I don't know who's like
current
who lives
current trampy girl that's like
probably one of those like Ice Spices and Megan Thee Stallion, like a black one of the black girls.
Oh, like that like the wet ass pussy girls.
Yeah. Cardi B. So those girls, but the white ones aren't hoary. Again, let me know if I'm wrong.
Miley Cyrus is probably the last.
She was the last one. The last one that took pride in being a little promiscuous and hoary and pissing in photos, whatever the fuck weird shit she did. But the 90s loved the whore. Like we celebrated the whore through, because again, remember they got famous through porn, a lot of them. Yeah. And we fell in love with them more because of porn. Now it's like the white girls aren't, but every black singer girl is like Megan Thee Stallion loves. Cardi B talks about fucking beating the shit out of like guys and dancing and like they love it. They're fine with that. But like Sydney Sweeney's not like that. Billie Eilish isn't like that. Demi Lovato.
Well, because
all these girls are like not. Yeah, I think
the power. They used to be able to exercise power through their sexuality, and now I think they're able to exercise power through different talent. More different things. Like they're able to get a fair like assessment without having to like be sexualized.
It enhances. I've been watching that Baywatch documentary, and it's funny how like they are fine. A lot of those girls of just being famous for being hot, but it's like girls now are hot, but they're also talented. They're not just hot.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, that's fine. That's good. I like that.
I think that's like, it's just like hockey or whatever. You know, used to, if you were like, just a real good goal scorer, like, or like, I think baseball is a better example because you could be a good pitcher or a good home run hitter and you just be a big fat guy drinking.
Yeah.
And like Babe Ruth or like David Wells or something. And you can have a nice career, but nowadays you can't. You got to be like the full package. You got to work out. You got to eat right. You got to be everything in order to be at that level. And I think that's the same thing with there's no room for the hoary girl anymore.
Yeah, just
except for those really, really bad B movies that they still show on like Tubi and stuff, which I watch.
But it's like because it's not enough anymore.
Titties.
Yeah, titties aren't enough. I need to like Sweeney has a like the it factor. They always say like she has an it factor. She's cool. She's likable.
What about Florence Pugh?
Love Florence Pugh, but there's no one here that's going to tell me that she's not a talented actress. She's a talented actress.
I know, but did you think you're going to get to see so much of her titties in...
This is the time to show me your tits. You're young and you're in the best shape you're ever going to be. I like that attitude because it's like, you should be comfortable. Yeah, why wouldn't you be comfortable showing yourself when you're so...
I agree. Yeah. It was super sexy and it was tastefully done.
Yes.
It was all like nothing for her to be ashamed of in the least, in my opinion. Florence Pugh.
Yeah, you're talking about the fucking atomic bomb movie.
Yeah. The Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
And then I also watched it's called Small Things.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
Emma Stone, where she's like Frankenstein but the girl.
Emma Stone's great.
Oh, she's so awesome in that movie. But you see her naked like a lot.
Oh, yeah.
She's naked like the whole movie fucking, right?
Which is, again...
It's hilarious. It really is funny.
But in the 90s, you would see Anna Nicole Smith. I would watch a movie for Anna Nicole Smith, and she'd be topless or fucking.
Yeah, but that's just
But she would be so bad at the rest of the movie, and you're like, don't care about the rest of the movie.
No, but I'm saying, I want to finish my question. Sure. Which one's hotter?
Emma or Florence
Pugh? Which one were you more surprised to see naked? Which one was more of like exciting to see when you watched them and you're like, holy shit, I get to see this person this much naked?
Well, Emma for sure, because not Emma, what's her name?
Like Emma Stone or Florence?
Emma Stone was more surprising because she has done a career without having to be naked.
Yeah. Well, where
Florence didn't have to be naked, but she was just very comfortable with being naked, so she's been naked in it.
But she's been in a bunch of movies and she hasn't been naked.
Yeah, but this is the difference. European, American, I'm always surprised to see them comfortable with being naked. European, I'm like, yeah, they're fine. They don't care. Oh,
so Florence Pugh's European?
She's English, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You know she's English?
No, I didn't know that.
Because that's
how good as she is at what she does.
Oh, yeah. I like her the best as Black Widow, which is like, people would be like, that's stupid, but like, I love her as Black Widow, and she'll never be naked as Black Widow.
Well, you know that show Killing Eve?
Okay, no, I've never seen it, no.
Oh, is it called Killing Eve? It's with that girl that's like Susan...
Boyle?
No,
from American Idol.
The Asian girl from Toronto or whatever.
Which
Susan Yo or something?
Oh, okay, yeah. She's great.
Sandra Yo.
Yeah, Sandra Yo. Yeah.
Yo. And then there's this other girl who plays like the KGB spy kind of.
Okay, I've never seen this show, but yeah.
Oh my god! Fuck! I gotta look up. I'll look up her name and then I'll tell you who.
Sandra Yo.
Maybe you know her from something else because this other girl is like a Florence Pugh, but she's like. I think she's
British,
way hotter, and I thought she was like Russian or something, or American, but she's British too. I think.
No, British actors are because they give a fuck about craft.
What did I say that show was called?
Sleeping Eve or Silent Eve or something.
No.
Yeah. Have you watched? Do you fuck with animation? Do you watch cartoons?
Yeah, I love it.
Invincible. Have you watched Invincible?
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, she's the mom. She's Mark's mom.
Oh, yeah.
She's like the one that...
do they just have that one season of him?
No, they have 2 seasons. I mean, I love Steven.
My daughter had me watch that series. Oh, yeah. It was awesome.
I sold that first issue of Invincible the first time I ever went on tour. The East Coast got some good money for it. Yeah. I mean, I should have probably held on to it because it got more expensive, but whatever. I sold it at the time.
So are you a comic book collector?
Yeah, you know I'm a comic book collector. If you guys want to see my comic books, let me know.
No, I don't know you're a comic book collector. Honestly.
Yeah, I have a bunch of comic books. I go in and out. I'm sort of diving back into it. I'm not going to do a podcast where I'm surrounded with all my nerd shit and I'm going to be like, in this storyline, I think the Punisher was out of character and he should have killed more people.
Jodie Comer, do you know that girl?
No, I've never heard of her. Sandra Oh. But this Fiona Shaw, I want to stick my cock in.
That girl there is like, I think she's the way sexier Florence
Fiona?
Pugh.
Oh, you mean that girl? Yeah, sorry.
That first girl.
No, Fiona Pugh has
this
something.
girl.
Yeah.
Oh no, who's this one? That's the one you like, the old girl.
Yeah, the old lady. I like.
Go right for the
I like them big and I like them old. I like them big and I like them old. Give me old lady pussy if you really want to know. Gets me hard, really hard. I like old lady pussy because they know what they want. They don't fuck around. We should do like just song parodies. Yeah, she's hot. I'm not taking anything away from her hotness, but I don't care about that chick. I don't.
But she's such a good actress. I didn't know where she was from.
Yeah,
like
assume England because they actually care about craft and working and stuff that like they spend their whole lives learning how to act and they go to theater. Like a lot of the top talent is from England because they give a fuck about acting.
Joe, I went to school at the London School of Economics. I don't know if you know that, but
wait, were you ever called the Money Man?
Yeah, I didn't say it on air, dickhead. And then
sorry, edit that out. Timestamp.
And then but if I said that on air, that would be exactly. But no one knows what you're talking about. Can't burn me on something I didn't.
How's it burning you? I'm just calling you something that you are. You went to the School of Finance.
But no, I went to the London School of Economics and I took a theater class, Joe. A theater class.
I went to the London School of Ergonomics and I took a chair sitting class. And these chairs need to be a lot more fucking comfortable. Bud.
You're right. I gotta work on it.
Okay, so you took you're in business school and for some reason they fucking put you in
Yeah, because we went to England, so they wanted to give us some.
Wait, you went to school in England?
Yes, the London School of Economics.
I thought you meant London, Ontario.
No.
Wait, how did I not know you went to school in London?
And
how long?
4 months, just one semester.
Oh, have you talked about this on the show?
I don't know.
You went to school in London for 4 months?
Yeah, that's how.
You've been podcasting for 25 years. Why are you making these weird noises?
And
you drunk fuck.
Maybe that could be it. But I had that's how I know Matt from Clean Flow.
Oh, you guys went to school together?
Yeah.
So wait, why would they put a business class in acting? Because you have to lie to your customers?
Because we're not from England.
Yeah.
And so we're going to England from Canada for a semester. So they want us to have, as part of our semester, something to learn about British culture.
And they do love theater.
They put us into theater so that we could go to different kinds of British theater and really get a feel for how British theater is different than theater around the world and how it's more for the common man and not the aristocrats.
Well, sorry.
And we went to a lot of different kinds of shows and it was actually really cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's top-notch theater in England. They don't fuck around.
And you can go to like really fancy theaters or you can go to a bar where it's just like a stand-up show and they clear it out and they do a full fucking play.
Like a Macbeth or like a play.
Whatever. Like we watched one that was about the plague. Okay. And they were all trying to...
Be daughters dying.
Bring your dead children out.
Ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posy.
And then I would just be in the crowd going, boring.
Show us your tits.
Come on.
Where's Florence Poe's little itty bitty titties?
Brown nipples.
She has, I mean, listen, I'm a fan of big tits, but Florence Poe's tits look perfect on her.
I just like how she was so comfortable just being naked for so long and sweaty.
Outside of this fucking country, everyone's comfortable being naked.
I know.
This country, North America, Canada too. I mean, America.
Yeah, Puritan.
It's not Puritan. It's just like,
we were
anywhere else, bro. They don't give a fuck.
They were kicked out of they left Europe because they were so tight ass.
I get in California, probably California people like actually from California are probably very comfortable being naked.
You go to France or Italy or something though,
They don't
and
care.
like I mean, even the magazines and like it's just nudity on like a fashion magazine with tits out, and that's not a big deal. Everyone that goes to the pool. Europe or Great Britain, they'll just like wear bottoms and no tops, you know.
Bottoms? Are you a bottom or a top?
I went to Canary Islands and all these British girls went down there, and every time they're by the pool, they just got their tits out, and you think, well, these girls are wild, right? But then no, it's just like they're just getting some sun.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
It's not a big deal.
So did you take classes in acting? Can you act?
No, we just went to theater.
Oh, what the fuck? I thought you took a class or two or something.
We didn't have to act. We just had to like watch different kinds of theater.
That's part of curriculum is like just watch something.
Yeah, I don't even think we had a test.
Wow.
I don't even think we were tested on
I thought
anything.
they would like make you fucking like act or like do
Maybe we were tested. I don't know. I don't remember doing anything. But
pick a monologue. What's a good monologue you can do?
No.
Do
I
you
remember
act?
one time we went. I was in a movie that you helped to make.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
produced.
Yeah,
and
you were actually pretty good. You were.
I just got a compliment actually last week. I did a show at Levity, and
Someone from the movie?
Sab Powers
Really?
said, I watched you in AJ's movie. I thought you were really good.
Oh, you know what's that Powers? Fuck you. You mean AJ and Joe's movie?
Yeah.
Anyways, go on. I love Sam Powers. I apologize. Sam's great.
And I said to Sab, I go, I didn't enjoy my performance in the least.
You were good.
Yeah, but I'm pretty critical of myself.
There was like,
and he goes, really? Because I thought you had all the good lines. I'm like, what? Don't forget your rash cream.
I mean, you were comedic. No, you were good. You were good.
Actually, the way that it was just kind of like subtle though.
Yeah.
Like even all the Heather stuff. I did like that one scene where I was hitting on Heather.
I think she was great. I think she was phenomenal. I mean, a lot of people were great in that movie, but you were really good.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. The first day.
That's the only time you acted?
No, well, I'm.
You're acting right now because you're actually gay.
No, I did. And then I've just done a read through.
Oh,
for the Falconbridge thing.
Okay, all right. Nice,
on
nice.
Bell 5. But
what's your character?
And then in grade 5, I was the mayor of whatever. But
in grade 5, I was Rockin' Robin. Rockin' Robin, tweet.
I've never had an ambition to act. Let's just put it that way. I've never had an ambition to act. I only have an ambition to do acting in order that people can know who I am so I can do comedy. And then I only want to do comedy.
The more I get to know actors, the less I want to act.
Yeah.
But I'm like you. I will do acting if it means asses in seats at comedy shows. Yeah.
And so, like, I don't care. I'll do, like, if it's a sketch or if it's, like, a movie or if it has, like, drama or comedy or horror. I don't care what it is. If it's someone's just like, oh, yeah, I remember that guy from that, then at least maybe they'll come and pay for a ticket to see me, and then I can win them over with my comedy, hopefully. But
I think commercials should be mostly comics, like people that want to ham it up. You shouldn't let like Leo Caprio fucking do we are liking the liquor today. I think it's a great choice to do liquor instead of beer.
Liquor is awesome.
Liquor is the best.
I gotta tell you, I've been off the sauce for quite some time now.
Oh, because of the cancer?
No, because I kind of was developing a little bit of a too commonly blacking out problem.
I've never done that.
I am a wonderful blackout drunk, Joe.
Want that?
No, I'm good. Oh, well, yeah.
This is going to be a 5-hour podcast.
I'm a really good blackout drunk. Like, nobody says they didn't have a good time with me. Some people get injured with their dance with me or whatever because I'm too drunk. But no one's ever everyone seems to like me when I'm blacked out drunk. A lot of people don't like me when I'm sober. A lot of people.
I don't really know you drunk anyways, but.
But I'm actually a really good drunk. I'm not a bad drunk is what I'm saying. Like,
doesn't that scare you to black out?
Yeah, it is. I always wake up a little guilty, and then I have to. It all comes back in like patches, and then people's stories and stuff.
Like buckets full of cum out of your ass.
But there's a lot of times I just wake up on a couch in a full suit. You know, where
you get like a wedding, funeral, blah blah blah.
it's usually at a wedding or something. Yeah. I don't drink daily, and I never drank like every day or anything like that. I never made a habit of it, but like I would say a lot of times, I think I have a drinking problem. My wife would say, "But you don't ever drink," and I go, "Yeah, but when I do drink,
you drink to excess."
I drink and I wake up on someone's fucking
that is a problem.
kitchen floor that I'd never met before.
I drink every other day or every day, depends what it is.
Yeah, I drink like an adult now.
I've never been a fucking blackout guy. That would scare the shit out of me.
Oh, it's so fun, Joe. It's so fun.
How? It'd be so scary because
I blacked out one time, and then I wake up in an Uber in Atlanta, and I'm like,
what's with all the black people?
the guy's like, all right, Mike, like, well,
Mike.
yeah, exactly. And then I just kind of fall asleep again in the Uber. And then he goes, Mike, we're here. Mike, we're here. And I go, who the fuck is Mike? And he goes, you said you were. And then I'm like, oh, shit, I took Mike's Uber.
Yeah.
And I was nowhere close to my hotel. And then I had to walk over to my hotel. And then Dave was real worried about me.
Where's my friend?
And he goes, where were you? And I go, I think I went on stage with Cake, the band
What?
Cake. And then he goes, you did not. We were watching the whole show.
Yeah.
You weren't on stage with Cake. And I'm like, I don't know. I think I was on stage with Cake.
Did you?
And then the next morning, I'm looking at my phone. I'm fucking back behind the band. I went in the VIP area. I jumped over the barrier in the VIP area. I'm on stage with Cake. You can watch it on YouTube.
Get out of here.
Yeah, and you can. And I totally blacked out. Remember none of it.
Yeah.
And then I tried the same thing with Queens of the Stone Age, and then their security beat me down, according to my photo evidence. I don't remember any of it.
Cake is a little more relaxed with security, probably.
You can see me on stage where I jumped the barrier, and you can see the security coming out to get me. And then I say to the security while I'm filming with my camera, I'm like, I got this. I got this.
Yeah.
And then they kind of turn around like, he says he's got this.
Like,
the confidence of like Blacked Out Pete is like incredible.
oh, I haven't seen This is the drunkest Pete I've seen. This is the drunkest.
Oh,
Pete.
no. Back at the church and stuff, man.
You were drunk back then?
Oh, yeah. I was all vodka all the time.
Oh, I never. You were always super cool with me.
Well, I'm a good drunk.
Drunk Joe is like a little wild. This is Drunk Joe. He goes, what is this, Africa?
I like this. I like this.
Where am I? India?
This is my favorite part of this. Me and Joe did a show in Harrison on Saturday.
Phenomenal show. Great spot. Love everyone involved.
Very Dutch.
Are they Dutch? Never noticed. I loved it.
Oh, the owners are Dutch.
Yeah.
The audience was very Dutch.
That's why
there was a lot of Dutch. And then I'm like, we're in Dutchland. Like it is very Dutch up there. And you go up there and do your Portuguese shit about fucking your cousin or whatever.
Yeah, that was like pretty much up
And
the
I'm
top.
like, how many times on this show have I told you that Dutch people will never understand your take
fucking the cousins,
on fucking cousins because our cousins are like our sisters.
Yeah.
And you don't like, and then you did the reaction that you got. It was so fucking funny. I was sitting on the box in the very back of the room when you did that, and I heard the audience react to that. And you kept saying like, "What's wrong with you?" And like you kept going on with it. Like
I was actually completely unaware they were Dutch.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You didn't tell me they were Dutch.
I think I might have, but
I didn't hear it, man. I didn't hear it.
But it was so hilarious because it is exactly. They all felt like I do. Yeah. Yeah, like they were like, really like, ew. That's a wrong thing.
That was my whole 20-minute set was like, I'm winning. They love me. And then they're like, what the hell is he talking about?
That's what you did. That was the rhythm of your set.
I had so much fun.
That was the rhythm of your set though.
I know.
You'd go like, they like this joke. They like this joke. Way too far. And then they would go, then you would get them back, get them back, way too far.
Yeah.
Lose
and
them
I
again.
would giggle. I remember giggling when I lost them and just going, and then like, I
know that's a beautiful part.
I loved it. I was like, this is how I want it done.
I did my one joke that always bombs.
You did great though.
No, but I did that joke that bombs and it bombed. And I just sat there and enjoyed the bomb. Like I knew it was going to do poorly. It did. And the punchline is me enjoying how badly it does now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. No, yeah.
And I still think it's got a place.
It was fun. I mean, both the host and Tyke and Emerald, they were both very. Yeah. I just had fun because I like everyone that was on the show, and it was the owners were great, and again,
it was great. It was awesome.
A very solid show. And ice cream was delicious.
I was feeling so guilty that they were treating me so well that I was like, man, like why do you treat me so well? And then I realized, you know what? If I don't go and book that show there,
they have nothing there.
They got nothing going on that night. And so like they do want me to feel welcome and wanting to come back. So
no,
like
I definitely want to put on a show there.
It's the best, man. I want to go back as soon as I can, like give them something good.
No, it was fun. And again, it was one of those times where it's like I have to start, not that I have to start, but the summertime like almost killed my love of stand-up because of attendance. It's just because like this year it was like every show I did I was producing with AJ and Moses, and I was like felt financially fucked at every show, whereas like the fun of doing the show was removed. Where that show, you ran the show, I had nothing to do with the show. I was an employee at the show. So it's like as an employee I'm like, this is going to be a blast. I'm just going to fucking come in and do what I want to do. Where it's like when you're running a show I'm like, fuck, everything is like you triple guessed yourself and you're blah 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 blah. But when I'm just like, I'm just gonna come here, have some fun.
It's way better.
It's way better. But I mean,
I did the Bayfield the week before, and I was just an employee, getting a check, and then I was like, that was awesome.
It was fun.
And then this one that I'm headlining,
you were stressed.
It was super fun, but it was like, I just had to do so many jobs. I was doing my phone, and I was without my phone the whole time because it was
most of the time they give you back your phone.
Yeah, it just felt like I was naked, so it was just uncomfortable. But like that's one thing where I'm like, I don't know if it is a one-man job and headline.
I don't think it's a one-man job. Again, I only produce shows with my friends, so I would never do one by myself because that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm doing them with partnerships, and then because it just helps.
Because again, you need to fall back on everyone else.
Also, it helps to split the risk. I'm willing to split the reward if I split the risk of losing money. Because the thing about especially about young comics who think like there's like somebody's going to tap you on the shoulder and give you a big break, which no one is going to do that. But if you are asked to be on someone's show, it's like they're, oh shit, I lost my point already. But they're,
shit, the Tito's is getting to me.
The Tito's got to me, Joe. What was I thinking? I don't know. They're saying that doesn't matter. But those fuckers, I think I was trying to say, I'll think of it later.
But anyways, again, running your own shows, you should do it. We should be doing it. We're at that point. We should be doing it.
Yeah.
But it's like,
we can give them an act.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. Like if you can give them a show, then there's a show worth selling, then you should sell it.
I'm proud of the shows I've done when I've produced them. But at the same time, it's like, it's not that part that I'm mad at ever. It's the part where it's like, I get fucked in the ass because I just lost $500.
Yeah.
So it's like, how much fun am I having on stage when I'm like, all right, that's $500 I fucking just lost. Exactly. Where it's different when it's like, I'm having a great time. You walk into a room, it's sold out. Yeah. It feels amazing when you're just quote unquote an employee. It feels better when you're
the guy booking it.
You're like, God damn, I just sold out a show.
Yeah.
Me and my friend are the best. We're amazing. And then you kill because you're like, you're in a great mood. But when you're producing the show and you look out and there's fucking 7 people and you gave away 4 tickets and you're like, yeah, I'm the worst. Like I should just quit comedy. That was my whole summer. I was like so depressed.
Yeah.
They know I was depressed because I'm like, this is stupid. Like I can't believe how much we're losing.
Don't book things in the summer, man.
Yeah. But
you got to only do festivals in the summer, and you do travel to cities in the summer, and you do shitty open mics to write in the summer. Yeah. Because there's nothing.
Again, lesson learned. There's
nothing to do. Like, that's what I learned, too, from summer after summer of just being punished.
Unless you're ashamed, unless you have a full audience, It doesn't matter year or what
time of year. Yeah. But if you don't have an audience, you really have to you got to give them something better than what they have. And when you live in Canada, for example, most of the year sucks ass. And when you have nice weather, you're going to spend time in your backyard, at your friend's backyard, or whatever it is. They're not going to come to a show. And that's how it is here. So get the fuck out of here. And then, I was going to say those people that come to shows and they're like, the guy made me come all this way and only give me $50 or whatever. I'm like, you know what? I made you come all this way and I lost $300.
Oh, yeah.
You
think you lost?
And you think I'm making all this money because I'm doing this. I'm like, I fucking stuck my neck out. I could have made money.
Yeah.
Turns out I didn't because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing yet. But
that's why you stop. You don't book those people that don't. You book friends or people that appreciate you being booked. Like if you had no one there and you said I can't pay you, I would not care. I'd be like, I get it.
To be honest, that is a huge thing. Like I do like to book people that have booked their own things, that have been there.
Yeah.
Like Tig would know.
Yeah.
You would know. And you'd say, like, listen, man.
And be honest. I wouldn't lie and say.
You see, like, I'm down this much. Like, I
wouldn't be like, again, the thing is knowing, like, saying that, but then hearing that person talk shit about you, I would understand because I've been in the same boat.
I won't give a guy a respect less than $100 for unless I offered him less than $100, because the gig isn't big enough or whatever.
Yeah.
But I won't even if I'm losing money, I'm still going to give at least 100.
Yeah, the people if I don't know you and we're not making money, you're getting paid because I know I don't want that relationship to be. I don't want you to think of me badly. Yeah. But if I know you and I go, listen, this is the situation, and you understand.
Yeah.
It's different than where it's like I ask some local, I don't know who the fuck they are, and I don't want them to look at me and go, this guy's a fucking piece of shit. He never even paid me.
Yeah.
But like they should know. But again, you can't assume it because they don't know who they are. It's an employee. So like a business doesn't make money. You still have to pay your emploes.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I look at.
That's why booking friends is different. Where you're booking a friend, they get like
if you're like a guy that's another business person, like another like show business person.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I just talked to Jay Peacock because I did his show, and I was like, you know what? You're a great producer of shows because you can tell the effort you put in and you can tell you care about it, and most comedians only care about the jokes. Yeah. And a part of the job is to produce a good show and promote a good show.
That's produced, but not a comic's job. That's not a comic's job.
But it's part of comedy. It's part of the show
in Canada now.
It's part of how you produce a show. You need someone to be able to promote it, and you have to self-promote yourself. Yes. It's a huge part of what we do. Is to be able to get a following. You have to like do Instagram, and he just seems to be able to do that effortlessly. And I'm like, that's a good talent. Telling good jokes takes years to perfect.
Yeah.
But also promoting yourself takes years to perfect, and we're
forced to do that here. We're forced to do that.
Networking with other potential clients that takes years to perfect, and certain people have certain skills like innately, but they don't have the other. They have to work for the other one, And for him, I thought that skill, like he just had it out of the gate. Yeah. But the other stuff you still got to work on, like a regular comic, like a regular comic, But I like to encourage the stuff that, like, when you see a person that like does something that you struggle with and it's just easy for them, I'm like, man, like that's pretty cool that person can do that, And those people are doing it, not even thinking it's a talent. Because it's so easy for them, man.
Well, I think that's just a regular thing in life. Just giving compliments away for.
Our camera died too.
Oh, we've probably gone on like eight hours. We're on like hour number 7. Thanks for listening, Ryan Schneider.
Oh yeah, Schneidzy. We are at 124. Let's just call this a day.
All right. Well, how do we finish? How do we wrap up a Dyke Ho show?
Well, basically, you say.
Keep on fucking.
Wait.
Scissoring. Okay.
This has been the Dyke Ho Show.
So keep on fucking. Happy medium, but that's good for right now.
I like the yodeling.
Yodeling's pretty good. We should do a theme show where you're like, not even like Dutch Hall Presents. You're just like, oh, it's a Dyke Ho episode.